So I can't make it to church this week. Among our members that are absent, some actually call to say that they will be at work today. Among the things that we think when we are serving Jesus is the other commitments that we have. And today I just want to give you 3 things to think about following Jesus. The cost of following Jesus. And all these 3 things come from this passage, Luke 9, beginning with verse 57. The first thing you want to think about and work with it, that we have to know that following Jesus has no earthly security. Following Jesus has no earthly security. If anyone will come after me, let him deny himself, take up his cross, and follow me. You know, Jesus said, animals have holes to go in there and live. Birds have nests to stay in there. And the Son of Man has no place to lay his head. He started even from his birth. We just came out from the Christmas story. There was no room in the inn for them, for Jesus to be born. Yet, he came, even though through a manger. But the work that he was supposed to do was done. Secondly, following Jesus has no earthly ties. This is when the man we just mentioned talks about the family. And the Bible tells us that no one has ever abandoned the family, abandoned property, abandoned work, and followed Christ and lived in need. It's easy for us to say, with Christ everything is possible. But when it comes to practical terms, can we live that? The Bible saying that if we have to have tithes on this earth, it will be difficult for us to follow Christ. You have to deny yourself, you have to take up your cross and follow, but also you have to be separated from the family. Somebody says, unless you begin to serve God, not the God of your family, not the God of your father or mother, you are not really a Christian. That gets so many people misunderstood or interpreted. What he simply means is you have to make up your mind to follow Christ. Not because that's what my parents did, that's what I'm doing, or that's what I will do. It has to be a personal connection with Jesus. Because if you have a personal connection with Jesus and you follow him where he is leading, He will meet your needs, and my God shall supply all your needs. His grace is sufficient for me. But if you have tithes here, you can't serve two masters. You have to be loyal to one and disobedient to the other. You have to love one and hate one. Because you're only human. You can't do both. Finally, you can't follow Christ when your eyes are on the distractions of the world. Life is good. Life is sweet. We want to stay abreast with each other. We want to live like the others do, dress like them, work like them. But let's remember, Jesus Christ says, "Come, follow me." He expects us to follow. Judas Iscariot was an example of one that has tithes on this. Because when the woman poured perfume on Jesus' feet and wiped Jesus' feet with her hair, Judas Iscariot was so angry. So you just wasted some perfume. That's enough money for us to help the poor. And Jesus said the poor will always be with us. But I'm going away. You cannot serve God and mammon. Mammon can be aligned to be your sports attraction. Some people won't come to church when football is going on. Some people will sacrifice food money for the ticket to go with the Mavericks wherever they're going to play. And we were in this church where no decision will take place in the business meeting because the deacon were gone with the Cowboys. And every other thing of the church was suspended for the deacon to come back. Tithes on this earth. If anyone will come after me, let him deny himself. Denying himself means living the things of this earth for the people of the earth to do it. You know what Jesus said to the man who said, I have to give me time, let me bury my father and then follow you. Jesus said, let the dead bury the dead. Let the things of this world be the things of this world, because we are going to take nothing out of this world. And Job said, naked I came, naked I will go. Billy Graham tells this story. So all the funerals he has conducted and attended, when they leave the church and that convoy to the burial ground, he's been watching to see the U-Haul. You know what the U-Haul is used for? Carry your stuff when you're moving from one place to another. He's never seen a U-Haul following the coffin so that the man can go and be buried with his property. The properties live here. So my brothers and my sisters, it costs to follow God. And if you have to follow God, He must be first in your heart. He must be the first priority. And family and work will then find its place